Welcome, one and all. This is the Homestead Challenge. We are the crew. I'm Jesse. This is going to be a long series. As we progress, more members of the crew will join. Let's get into it. So, first rule of business is we have our truck, we have a trailer, and we have a tractor. The rules state that we are allowed up to 75 horsepower per year that we are in the game. Our goal is to become self-sufficient for 1 year on everything except for seed and fertilizer. Now, also fuel, because the productions on console do not work so well for manufacturing those items. So our plan for that is to remedy that and fix the rules to where console players, it's more friendly for them, is we will buy and stock up on enough to last a full year, to be self-sufficient for a full year. On our animals, no matter what type of animal they may be, we have to grow and feed them off of our own land. We have one small plot of land, we have a chainsaw, and a fishing pole. Fishing is the only way we are allowed to make money outside of manual labor. The tractor we have is 80 horsepower. It is the closest to the 75 mark I could find without being substantially smaller. And on console, for those of you who don't know, if you go any smaller than 80 horsepower, you really can't find mods that will work with them. Our truck, it's the oldest truck I could find in the mod hub for the cheapest price. To do this challenge, you need to start as cheap as possible. The trailer was cheaper than the bumper pull trailers that are flatbeds and stuff, so it actually just kind of worked out. So, I'm Jesse, and welcome to the crew. Alright, we are going to head to our land, and let's get work started. We are going to start off by clearing some trees and earning enough money today to get us a sleeping arrangement figured out, because as of right now, we do not have one. Let's see here, we could probably fit. Another rule that I am personally adding to this, because we don't have realistic damage and realistic mechanics on console versions of the game, we are going to inflict rules upon ourselves and penalties upon ourselves if we crash. Depending on the speed and how bad the crash is, will depend on how long our truck is down, or if it's totaled and we have to buy another vehicle. If that is to happen before we have the money to pay for another vehicle, we will have to start transporting everything with our tractor, and it will make things significantly harder. So driving careful is key in this playthrough. I think right here is a good place to park. We're on our land now. So let's shut the truck down, hop out, and let's take a look at the map so you guys can see exactly what we got going on here. Alright, so we own farmland 34 is where we are starting. Let's click on it here. Alright, so as you can see, we got a decent chunk of land. It has some open area, some, and quite a bit of trees. Now, we have to create all of our own fields. We're not allowed to buy these pre-made fields over here in the town area. Everything we do, we have to do ourselves. So, with that being said, let's get into it. Okay, we gotta go in here and pick up our chainsaw. And let's get started on cutting some trees. I think we're gonna try to take out these over here that are in our open area. And as soon as we can, we will pick up a stump grinder to get rid of the stumps so that we have more field area opened up and available. Alright, now let's start putting it to length here. I think right about here would be good. Now, for those of you who are watching, we are a new channel. This is our first longer video. If you guys would like and subscribe, we would very much so appreciate it. And if you have any suggestions on how we can improve, please jump in the comments and feel free to voice them. Also, if you're wondering where I got the idea for this challenge, I got it from watching another streamer who is under the channel name of BP, or Bad Pumpkin Gaming. He is a personal favorite of mine, and he is the one who gave me this idea. Also, I think if you guys would like, you should go check him out and like and subscribe to him, because like I said, he has awesome ideas and does awesome playthroughs, and most of what he does is also console friendly. Another couple streamers that I personally recommend you guys go check out would be Buck, Austin Farmer, and Nate, or Fearsome Rhino is what his YouTuber name is. They are awesome people from what I know of them, and really, really good at what they do. So go give them guys a like and follow, because a lot of our ideas that we have come up with, we are going to base off of stuff that they have done. We're going to try and separate it where it's not exactly the same, because I'm not one for doing things the same as everybody else. But we will be doing a lot of the same style as what they would do, is what I would say. So. Oh boy, she don't like that at all. See if the old girl can make it over there and get them loaded. Ooh, honey. Whoa, 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 whoa. We may have to invest into a weight much sooner than I thought. Yeah, she is not happy. I think she can get it done. Come on, old Ford. No. Come on. Set back down. There you go. Come on, come on, come on. You got it. No, 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 no. Quit spinning. Oh, Lordy. The things I get myself into, I swear, guys. Can't even be mad at the tractor because it was my idea to pick up 2 of them, knowing I don't have a weight. So, fair warning guys, if you're going to play along with this challenge, focus on getting a weight for your tractor, because smaller tractors do not like picking up logs. Although I do have to say that these modded tractors that are, they're lizard tractors is what they have them branded as, but they are from the Ford 1000 series. So this right here would be the equivalent of a Ford 4000, I believe, is what it would actually be. Maybe a Ford 6000. It is very much so along the lines of what I grew up with on the family farm. So I think that part right there myself is kind of awesome. There we go. Heck yeah. Alright, we are going to go 1 log at a time now until we get this load sold, and then we will drive the tractor up and pick up a weight for the tractor, because it is apparently going to be needed. Now, as I said, our goal is to become self-sustainable on this farm. So what we will do is we will be buying a sawmill. Most likely it'll be a modded sawmill. There's no way we'll be able to afford the base game sawmills. And if it has an overpowered output, we will restrict ourselves on how much wood we put into it daily. That way it's fair and more of a realistic playthrough. I don't want to get, overpowered right from the start and have hundreds of thousands of dollars from using an 80 horsepower tractor. We all know that's just realistically not how that would work. Our first sleeping arrangement will be a tent. So that's also, one of the rules is when you build your first sleeping arrangement, you're going to go as cheap as you can go, but you have to get one in on your first day in the playthrough. So it's a lot of work and a lot of prep work too to get these playthroughs to go. Okay, let's get this one here fixed up next. Also, I don't know if I've mentioned this yet, but we are using the front loader tools with tension belts pack off of ModHub. I don't know if you guys have ever tried to do the logging in this game on console, but it is significantly harder than PC due to the fact of collisions in the implement tools. So like these forks, how I can't really get under the logs with them. If we was on PC, they would slide right under and it would let me pick them right up. Now, why that is, I really have no idea, but it's been like that since the first one. So this is the best way to pick them up with the tools we are provided, and honestly, I just don't have the patience to sit there and fight with it for an hour to try to pick up a single log. Looking like we're going to be able to hold roughly 2 to 3 trees per full trailer. I don't know if the truck can handle that much weight, but we will find out. There it is. I knew we had one more log over here somewhere. couldn't see the little thing for all the tall grass. That will most likely be our first thing we do on the farm as a farm, is to mow the grass and bale it, and we will start selling bales along with our logs to start earning more money. If my plan is going to go according to plan, I am intending to start us off with sheep in the near future. So we are probably going to call this a load just to get some money to be able to ensure that we have our tent put up before we end the episode for the day. If any of you guys need to hear the rules again or would like to hear the rules again, please feel free to drop it in the comments. If you need a better explanation, I will do my best to alter the explanation to where it's easier to understand. And again, please forgive me if I'm confusing on any of this. As I said, this is our first attempt at these videos. Alright, let's head to the sawmill in the town area and drop these off and get us some money because we are broke. As much as I hate to admit it. And again, we have to be extremely careful driving the truck through the trees here. There's one bad wreck and it's all over, and we will have to completely start the playthrough over. Thank God that was the trailer, not the truck. Alright, let's see here. Where's our best path? We're going to go ahead and cut on over here and get out of these trees. They make me so nervous. As soon as we're able, I will be opening up a path, and we will push the path in with a dozer, and then after the dozer pushes the path in and basically tills the soil like a cultivator would, we will turn around and lay gravel over it in construction mode. But we are going to use the dozer just for the added realism of it. As you can see, our truck is not the strongest truck in the world. With only about a third of a load, I'm holding it on the floor, and it's just now hitting 40 miles an hour. So there again, that's part of the rules. You have to start out with, weaker truck, the cheapest, not the best by no means. I do see us upgrading the truck in the near future. To which truck exactly, I'm not sure. But we will figure that out when the time comes. Here is our sawmill. Pull in here and hop out and sell these logs, because we need to get some money. Alright, that was significantly better than I thought it was going to be. We have $6,219 from that one first load. Let's head on back to the homestead and get ourselves a sleeping arrangement figured out, and then we will most likely end the episode there for the day. Ooh, I wrecked out. Sorry about the quiet spell there, guys. I was adjusting some settings, trying to ensure that the video is the best quality I can possibly provide. Is what I have at the moment. I'm still working on enhancing our video quality and figuring out what works and what don't work. So please be patient. Let's get on back to the homestead and get our sleeping arrangement figured out for the day. We really gotta be careful in here, guys, or we will lose our truck. We're just lucky it didn't do that when we was in the middle of all these trees right here. Shoot that gap, yes we can. Nice and easy. Ease on out of here. I see the opening. Let's get on it and get on out of this so we do not make any mistakes. I see our tractor. We'll pull up over there by it for a moment and figure out where we want our sleeping arrangement to be placed at. I am personally thinking that we will most likely place our sleeping arrangement over here as close to these trees here as we can get. Let's see, we have $6,000. So we are going to go with these right here. And that leaves us with $5,733, which should, after we come back to the next episode, we should be able to finish out what we need to be able to buy our first mower and baler to be able to start producing grass bales to help with our income. But that's all for now, guys. Thanks for watching. I'm Jesse, and we are the crew.